Hello and welcome to Hard Knocks Tarot. Today I am going to be talking about gratitude. There are many countries that are not as privileged as us. And just watching some of the videos I watched today, I could see why America is hated so much. All the privileged people out here on social media, crying about the most lamest shit. And there's other countries who are literally stuck in a state, in a country that is no less than a prison. God put it in my heart to feel grateful and productive today, and to keep going on strong, to know that it could always be worse. So to those that are feeling down, feeling dark, feeling like they can't go on, I would invite you to please search North Korea. The typical life of people that live in North Korea. Pretty harsh, pretty harsh. Okay. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and, I know there's other countries, by the way, that are suffering just as well, and the same in different ways. I'm just saying the universe had brought me to cross paths with some footage on North Korea. So let's see. Keeping that in mind, let's see what Spirit has to enlighten us with today. Thank you for tuning in for the first time or again to Hard Knocks Tarot. Excited to see after some of the dreams I've had, after the way that I've been feeling the last couple of days, after I was led to watching some pretty eye-opening information in regards to other countries outside of this American lifestyle that we have accustomed to live in. Let's just see at this point why Spirit put me in front of this camera once again. Guidance. So right now the universe is asking you to be open to being guided, to be open to hearing the messages that are meant for you. And in order to hear the messages, to see the messages, and to lastly follow those messages, is you have to be first open. You have to be first aware. You have to be conscious. So, whispers give answers. Be open to this. Be open to the whispers. Be open to being guided. Let go. Let go of your own thoughts and allow yourself to receive the messages. Allow yourself to open your consciousness to pull the drapes on your everyday schedule, your same old, same old. Allow yourself to break free from that and open yourself up to what is being shown to you, what is being brought to your attention. For instance, today, I woke up with a whole new attitude that I had the last couple of days. Have been, challenging mentally for different reasons. But I was guided. I was guided to watch some videos. I was guided to be grateful, to know that it could always be worse, to know that there's so much opportunity, to not be lazy, to get up and to, create, make those wheels turn, do something. We have the ability to do something about our current state, even those that are in the most restrictive areas. Where there's a will, there's a way to do something about your current predicament. So just the first message was to allow yourself to be guided. Allow yourself to be guided. Let go to the point to where you can hear the guidance. Perseverance. Spirit is acknowledging the fact that you have fought, and to continue to fight. That you have it. You have what it takes to persevere, that you will keep going. You are a strong being. You were led to this video for a reason. Nothing is accidental. All right? We are being guided right here in this moment. Spirit is saying persevere, and take action. I'm not picking these cards, guys. Spirit is asking you to take action. Let's get 3 more cards from this deck. What else do we need to remember, universe? Thank you. Tradition. So, with this card, I feel like Spirit is asking you to say this. So all of us have traditions in our family. Some of those traditions are old and outdated and are no longer hold any water at this time. Other traditions are strong. They don't die. And they do pull us forward in love and order. There's an order with tradition. There's a sense of expectation. There's a sense of belonging. And I feel like Spirit is saying to honor those things, honor the good traditions, honor the things that you could rely on, honor the things that honor the times that you come across where you feel that comfort, where you feel that belonging, where you feel that that normalcy. Honor the traditions that you respect, that make you feel good. You know, don't throw out the baby with the bathwater just because there's a few things that you don't agree with, that you don't like to do. You know, things could always be, traditions are mendable. And you can still hold true to the spirit of a tradition and let go, of particular things that no longer resonate with your spirit. But all in all, a tradition is a tradition, and the heart of the tradition is purposeful, and it's inclusive to your circle. And it feels good. And Spirit, it wants you to honor those traditions and to follow through with what feels good to you traditionally, all right, in your culture. Spirit does not want you to forget who you are. Does not want you to forget that you are born into a tribe. Responsibility. I do feel like Spirit is reminding you that you are very important to everyone. We are all affecting each other. Okay. We are affecting today, right here, sitting in Orange, California. I am affecting somebody in North Korea right now. We are all connected. We all feel each other. We all affect each other like a domino effect. Cocoon. I believe that's the Hermit card. I'm going to go ahead and clarify these. But I do feel like the overall message here, Spirit's asking me to get 3 more cards, so let's do that. Spirit is asking you to step up, to take responsibility for who you are, to acknowledge where you stand, where you fit in your social circle, whether it be at home or with friends or with other family or in your neighborhood or the school that you go to or your work environment or whatever it is, however you affect people, wherever you are placed. Spirit is asking you to take responsibility in that moment for enlightenment, to add light to the subject. Spirit is guiding you, letting you know that you can and you will and you must persevere through these times. That you need to take action. Fantasy. Spirit is asking you to dream big. What you see as a fantasy, your thoughts become reality. I was just reading about a lady in North Korea who took her 15-year-old daughter to the border and paid off that person, and they were able to escape on a boat, and they ended up in America. And now, actually the girl was 11 and now she's 15, but everyone is giving this 15-year-old praise, honoring the young lady that came with her mother, and it's a beautiful story, and it's very encouraging, but no one was honoring the mother, and I just, that mother had a fantasy, that mother had a vision, that mother took action, that mother persevered, that mother had guidance that was brought upon her, that she took and used and took action from it, and sometimes we need to break traditions, right? But I think the tradition card here, because it is surrounded by fantasy, responsibility, and guidance, I just feel like Spirit is wanting to convey that we could make our own traditions. That mixing old and new is what it's all about. That we should take initiative in creating these traditions that honor the past, but also acknowledge a need for change and makes us excited for the future. You think you're the hero of the story. Be truthful on the inside. Dishonorable. So, be surrounded by responsibility and fantasy. I think Spirit is asking you to get real. How much have you done? And that was my realization as well. It's like, have I done everything? Like, do I really have all these obstacles in front of me, or can I get up today and be more productive? Can I act like I just escaped North Korea? And what kind of opportunities do I have here as an American that I could just go to and get in my car or look it up on my phone, or to find help in any way? So yeah, have you done what you're claiming to be proud of? Are you taking responsibility of that situation? Or are you just living in a fantasy? If you are living in a fantasy, what are you doing to take action towards making it a reality? What kind of traditions from the past that have been passed down to you from your parents or your grandparents, or, again, family doesn't need to be blood. Family is who raised you, who loves you now, who supports you, who guides you. Make the story real. Make yourself the real hero. Be truthful with yourself. Take responsibility where responsibility is needed. stand up. A lot of you are needing to look within, needing to let go, to allow yourself to be guided. You know, these are times that are, you know, it's been a tradition for the media to say, oh, we're in times of trouble. It's time, you know, these are countries going through hard times. The truth of the matter is America is the most privileged country on earth. And yes, we will always be going through hard times because of the elites and because of the powers that be. This planet is run by, you know, some very evil entities. And it is a time of awakening. It is a time people are starting to understand what is happening around them on a deeper, less obvious level. And it's now more important than ever for us to listen to God, for us to hear the messages that are being sent to us subconsciously, for us to bring the subconscious to a more conscious level so that we're able to manipulate the energy and make changes spiritually of what's going on around us. So yeah, Cocoon is a Hermit card. You see a heart right here. What looks like a heart or a bug, right? Behind that is a pyramid. You're a powerful being. You are a powerful being. You have the ability to make changes. You have the ability to think something and to make it happen. You just have to learn how to follow it up with action. You have to meet God. You have to meet the universe halfway. I feel just seeing an image of passing a baton. You know, we all should be passing the baton to each other, the baton of wisdom, the baton of experience, the baton of hope, of guidance. You know, here, you have this information, you have this opportunity, now run with it. Go do something with it and then pass it on to somebody else. You might not feel ready. Sometimes your body, well, not sometimes, it's a scientific fact that your body picks up on things a lot sooner than your brain, right? Your body has this instinctual, well, your brain has a hold of your body, this instinctual reaction. Because usually we get our thoughts, we overthink things, and it's what messes everything up, the overthinking. Passion and inspiration, how appropriate. Passion and inspiration. This is the Ace of Wands. This is a wolf, a lone wolf. A lot of the people helping others awaken to what's going on around them and to what, you know, they could do and how they fit in. They're lone wolves. You know, they're lone wolves like me. Don't have a lot of friends. Black sheep of the family. Struggle with keeping connections, because I feel like us starseeds, we have no problem making initial connection, but it's keeping the connection because we tend to put a mirror in people's faces, and we do that all day. That's a lifestyle. You know, we put our own mirror in our own faces, and we do that all day long, just self-analyzing our decisions. And you know, we're human. It's easy to get lost in making excuses for things, finding reasons. But at the end of the day, we're looking to improve. We're looking to advance in this school called life. We don't want to learn, keep going on and learning the same lesson. It took me a long time to realize why I was going through everything that I had been through. And it's not like I grew up in North Korea or anything, but you know, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy for a second. And looking back on my life and seeing how the darkness mixed so easily with the light. It was, you know, that's how shit happens. That's how things are overlooked. That's how things are passed as being okay. But it was not okay. It was not okay. And it wasn't easy just because, you know, there was things around that made it look easy. In other words, we can't judge people on the outside. You can't judge people's lives that you don't know. You don't know their life. You can't judge them. And I'm not here to judge. I'm here to ask you to take your life experiences and to use that to know that that's a blessing. Even the darkness that you endured, that you are enduring now, is a blessing. If you don't see it that way, you will not survive. You've got to be grateful in the midst of darkness. Let me get 2 more cards here. I'm just slapping some tarot down on the floor here. We have the 5 of Wands. I'm sorry, the 6 of Wands in the upright. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. We have the 6 of Cups in reverse. We have the Death card in reverse. Okay. We have the 10 of Cups in the upright. 1 more card, please, for that. Just letting these cards fall where they may. Okay. The 2 of Cups. The 6 of Wands, Spirit is guaranteeing that you will be successful. You will be successful. If you are listening to this guidance, if you are watching this video right now and you are heeding my cry to take action, to do what you can in a very privileged America, to not be a victim, to take action, to persevere, to let go enough to be guided, to honor old traditions, and to be brave to make new ones, and to take responsibility for making amends. Ugh, I know this is a shitty one. This one's not easy. Here's the 6 of Cups in reverse. It landed on responsibility and dishonorable. Right in the middle of those two. This is a card of nostalgia. This is a card of love, of not forgetting the past, of not forgetting where you came from, not forgetting who helped you in your time of need. This is a card of gratitude and honor. Honoring yourself enough to honor those that helped you to be where you are. And even if it was not a lot, this is a card of gratitude. To be grateful for whatever it is you were given. Take responsibility. Take responsibility for dishonoring those that have helped you on your journey. be truthful with yourself. We're all heroes in our own right, but we need each other, and we didn't get anywhere alone, good or bad. I skipped over the Ace of Cups in reverse. It landed in between perseverance and action. And with this, I feel like the message here is a lot of you have been standing on ideas. Standing on a lot of good fucking ideas that you just don't feel like you can. You just don't feel like you could accomplish for whatever reason. There's opportunities of greatness that are being passed up, that are getting stale. And people are missing opportunities because they're not taking action. Because they're giving up on themselves or they're giving up on somebody else. There's love here. There's love that is being missed out. Opportunities of love and opportunities of creation and healing that is being passed up because you're not taking action. You're letting your ideas fall down to the wayside. You're letting your ego. There's a good and bad side of ego, but you're letting you're letting your ego hold you back from taking that action, or you're letting your low self-esteem hold you back from that option. I can't because I'm not good enough. I won't because it's not my fault. I can't because I don't have the money. I won't because why should I? These are the questions that Spirit is asking you to ask yourself. Spirit is telling you there's just enough of the excuses. You're letting food go uneaten in a starving world. Something that you have, something that's inside you, inside your spirit and your soul, that you were born to execute, that you were born to take action, to persevere from. Something that you were born to express is not being expressed, and it's something that somebody else needs to hear right now, or somebody else needs from you right now. And believe it or not, you need it just as much. You need it just as bad to express it or to receive it. There's a purpose to all this. The Death card in reverse. Transformation. Landing in between tradition and fantasy. Oh, the balancing act of keeping the new and destroying it. Keeping the old and destroying it. Again, a feeling of stagnancy. Not knowing what to keep, not knowing what to throw away. It's in the middle, refusing to change, refusing to transform, refusing to be anything that you ever, anything but different from what you've always done, what you've always known, and who you've always known yourself to be. We all have fantasies, we all have aspirations, we all have places that we want to be that where we're not physically, emotionally, spiritually. Whether that be traveling, whether that be in a career, whether that be in a relationship, whether that be anything. We all want to grow. We do. And if that is just to grow old, if that is to simply just to grow old, that is a goal. Not all of us are privileged to live. But transformation is definitely needed. Transformation is needed here. The message here is to take those traditions that serve your best interests and growth and mix it with your fantasy. Because what is fantasy? Fantasy is potential of what could happen. Because our thoughts are so much more powerful than we know. But it's time to transform. It's time to put to death the old ideas of who you have been telling you that you are. And I'm talking to the person that has ever felt like they weren't good enough, who feels like they are the black sheep of the family. I'm talking to those that felt like their dreams were too far, that they weren't realistic, or that it was just a fantasy. It's not true. It's just not true. It's just not true, and I'm not going to let you continue to believe that that's not true. It's just not. You have the power, collective. The next card that I got was the Ten of Cups, and it just fell to the side. And I think this is just a reminder that what we want, the universe wants to give us so bad. But you have to work with the universe and not against. Happiness is on the menu. You deserve this. If you don't want this, if you don't want happiness, if you don't want love in your life, then you don't deserve it. If you don't want it, it's not meant for you. But I feel like most of you do. And happiness is whatever it is. It doesn't have to be a wife and kids. It doesn't have to be a husband and kids. It doesn't have to be a white picket fence. It doesn't have to be you owning your own home. It doesn't have to be whatever you're told is somebody else's happiness. It's your happiness. You need to decide what that is, not somebody else. And you need to not let people on the outside try to tell you, what that is, what happiness is to you. That's your own personal definition that no one can take that away from you. They can't tell you whether you're happy or not. And this video is not for someone that is, got it all together. I'm reaching out to my brothers and sisters today that need this. Two of Cups. Two of Cups landed in the dishonorable and passion and inspiration position. Some things were said. Some actions were made. This is a message that it's time to humble yourself. It's time to show grace. It's time to stop thinking, well, I'm going to do this. They did that, so I'm going to do this. Your acknowledgement of bad behavior, your acknowledgement of behavior that brought upon pain to another being, outing yourself, showing regret, loving thy enemy, finding a common ground where love can grow and not hate, creating that opportunity to heal through passion and inspiration. And just that internal knowing, that cry out to bring people together in love. That's really the purpose of all of us here. It's the purpose of all of our existence. We're all healers. And if you don't feel like you're a healer, just because you don't heal other people, if you're healing yourself, you're a healer. That's the most powerful. That's how you become a healer. You have to be able to heal yourself. But in order to be a healer, in order to heal yourself or to heal others, you have to be able to admit when you're wrong. You have to be able to say, hey, just because this motherfucker did this to me, doesn't mean that it's okay for me to retaliate. It's not. It's not. It's not okay. There's a passion and inspiration that you have inside of your body. It's a living, growing entity, and it's you. It's your spiritual light orb. It's an orb of light. It's a soul that was gifted to you. And it has purpose. And your body is a tool to execute these purposes, to manipulate these energies. To bring healing. But first, what we must do before we heal is we need to expose what needs to be healed, right? If the damage is not acknowledged, then how are we supposed to heal it? We can't heal what is not acknowledged. We must acknowledge what needs to be healed and then focus on that. So first you have to decide, am I going to keep running away from what I know, from my deep knowing? Because I'm scared, because I have fear of being judged, because I have fear of not being able to follow through, because I have fear of falling off and looking like a hypocrite, or I have fear of whatever it is. Or are you going to allow yourself to be guided? Allow yourself to be guided by that passion, to persevere, to cry out, and then to take action, to look within, and to take responsibility, and to stop disregarding the opportunity to transform, to put to death things that no longer serve you, that have been in cycles, traditions that are no longer bringing you to a higher level, and to have the fantasy to bring about new traditions. To allow yourself into that fantasy world, to dream big, and to be responsible for acknowledging when we ourselves have been dishonorable, and for calling out those that are also being dishonorable. That's honorable to me. When someone could not tattle, not being a fucking rat. No one likes a rat. No one likes a tattletale, but to go up to the person directly and say, you know what you did was wrong here, and that was fucked up of you, and got the Ace of Cups here in reverse. So Spirit definitely wants to acknowledge. We got the Devil here in reverse. Let's do it out some more. That one wanted to flip out. 5 of Cups. So there is definitely a message here. Okay. There's hope in the situation. Death card in reverse, Tower. Okay. Ace of Cups in reverse and a Star card. Open up that flow of compassion. Open up. There's this Ace of Cups here in reverse. There's an opportunity that's being missed. There's an opportunity that's being ignored. An opportunity of fucking greatness. An opportunity of brightness. An opportunity of... It's a gift. It's a fucking gift. Someone is ignoring a gift. What else we got? The Death card in reverse and the Devil card in reverse. Someone is refusing to change, to transform, and to turn their back away from this fucked up energy. Someone is continuing to allow themselves to be confined to an idea. Someone is allowing themselves to be chained to something that is hurting them, whether it be drugs, whether it be a relationship, whether it be just the idea of, I'm a bad person, or I'm not capable, is what I'm hearing. I'm not capable, or it's just not inside of me, or I can't do it. Those are all devil energies. Okay, and with the Death card in reverse, someone is refusing to see their ability to change. Someone is refusing to acknowledge that they have the power. Someone is refusing their power, period. They're not acknowledging the fact that they have the power to change their circumstances, okay? That's what this is all about right here. Then we got the Tower in reverse and the Five of Cups in reverse, okay? I mean in the upright. The Five of Cups is a card of disappointment in the past opportunities that you have taken for granted, or past opportunities that, didn't turn out so well. There's still hope here with the Five of Cups. It means that someone's hiding their feelings. Because look at those two cups standing upright right behind. And what you're not seeing is there's still an opportunity for love here. There's still an opportunity to heal, to bring this together, to make this a positive outcome. You see the two cups and the two cups? Don't cry over spilled milk. You have action to take here. There's still action to take here. Take responsibility for your part in it. Okay, for you to be successful, for you to get your 10 of Cups. Say no to all those old traditions that are no longer bringing you to a space that you want to be in, that you've grown out of physically, and now mentally you're having a hard time breaking out of that cycle. Okay, use your passion and inspiration when it comes. We also got the Tower card here. That fell underneath the Five of Cups, the Tower in reverse. The Tower it's a catastrophic accident. It's things happening very quickly at a lightning pace. It's unexpected, usually very uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable. It's unexpected. It's uncomfortable, and it is a catapult for change that is needed underneath a foundation that is very unstable to begin with. So someone's trying to slow down this Tower, trying to slow down their racing thoughts, trying to slow down what it is that they need to do, what they feel in their heart. Strength, Hierophant in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody needs to confront themselves or somebody else in regards to this situation. So this is the Hierophant in reverse that came out. Marriage, government, or public, having to do with an official situation of some sort. It could even be police, government stuff. We got it in reverse here. But this is looking like a personality / love message here. And I think the message here is just acknowledging that, for some reason or another, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I'm getting the feeling that this person just doesn't feel good enough. Is not accepting the challenge of this relationship because they just don't feel like they have it in them. They just don't feel like and that's a cop-out. That's a cop-out, and that is an excuse. Okay, when the Strength card comes out, it means that there's fear involved. In order to be courageous, you need to first be scared of something. You can't be courageous if you're not scared of it. If you're not scared, you're not scared. How is that being courageous? But I think this is a cry out that somebody needs to be vulnerable and how they feel and how they think and how they feel about you or how you feel about them. And it's hard because that means that they have to face themselves, and that means they now have the responsibility to change and to acknowledge all the mistakes that they've made and to be vulnerable in the possibility of getting hurt again and to believing in something again. That's all very scary. But this person, whether it be you or your person, is crying out that they want this to be healed. This is all healing energy here. This is somebody who's crying out and saying, man, I want this to heal. I want me to heal. I need to acknowledge this. I want to face this challenge. I want to face this. I want to acknowledge this pain. I want to acknowledge this insecurity in myself. I want to acknowledge who I am, and I want to change it. I want to heal it, and I want to transform it, and I want to bring it back all to the point of the matter. So that we could heal in order to heal others, so that we can be inspired. We want to be an inspiration to other people. And in order to do that, we need to be an example. We need to heal. Where we are in that moment doesn't matter. We all have the responsibility to heal ourselves and in doing so, healing others to raise the vibration and to raise the vibration. And I'm going to stop right there. Thank you for watching Hard Knocks Tarot. You've just been spanked by me, Aries. Thank you. I truly appreciate everybody who has been a loyal VIP. Thank you for the new viewers as well. Welcome, and I'll see you in the next one.